Producers. I know the rappers like, man, when you gonna talk to me, Curtis? I'm gonna get to y'all tomorrow. Producers, how do you determine your leasing terms? How do you make an exclusive contract? Let's talk about it. Music producers, you want to know how to determine your leasing terms. You want to know how to make an exclusive contract, but all of this stuff looks like mumbo jumbo. I remember the first time I looked at a contract and I was like, yeah, I never passed the bar. I'm not actually an attorney. I'm not actually a law student. So what the hell does this mean? And even in researching, there were so many ways that one particular word could be switched around and all the terms just changed completely. And I really had to do a lot of research to understand what these terms meant and what the power of one word being switched around meant to the overall contract. But let me go ahead and separate these two first. First and foremost, let's talk about leasing terms. Leasing terms such as you only get 5,000, 5,000 untaxed sales on your song. You get the rights to play it in your mixtape and your music videos if you buy this particular license. A lot of these terms have been determined by producers who are either some of the most competitive in our field, and they determine that these are the things that rappers are looking for, singers are looking for when they're looking to buy something. So then people have separated certain terms so that basically if you buy this higher lease, you get more rights with it. So for instance, a lot of producers said, okay, if I give you an MP3, which is the cheapest one, you're not going to have the ability to use it in a music video, but you will be able to use it on your mixtape, you know? And so producers saw that as an opportunity and said, if I separate that and say, hey, but if you want to use it for a music video and the song is starting to blow up, upsell to this particular lease, the wave lease. And then somebody else said, well, what if we up the ante and started giving them the track outs and the session files for $100 or whatever the case may be, the upsell. Somebody looked at that and said, hey, you know what? The track outs, the wave, the MP3, they should pay more for all that. And so that's what determined those particular terms. But when you really break down all the terms, and I can even pull it up as we speak, when you really break down all the terms, every one of them are there for a specific reason. Shut up, shut up. That's funny because that was a commercial break. Hey, music producers. Yes, you. Are you ready to start selling your beats? No? Well, why not? Is it because you don't have a website? Oh, man, is that it? That's an easy fix. With Curtis King's online course, in just 8 lessons and 2 hours with this guy, you could be making money off your beats in no time. Let Curtis King walk you step by step through the process of creating an efficient beat store and website that actually sells. From color psychology to website structure to creating an email list to even some never before shared beat selling strategies, learn from the man that made 6 figures from his beat selling e-commerce website right now. Take your first major leap towards being able to make a passive income and work on beats full time by taking on Curtis King's How to Create a Music Producer Website and Beat Store today. For more details, visit musicproducerwebsite.com or udemy.com. But when you think about the terms of a producer website, you look at things like untagged MP3. Obviously, that's just saying that you get an untagged, no CurtisKingBeats.com on your beat. You get 100% royalty free, basically saying that you have the ability to use this. You don't have to pay out royalties for using this particular beat. 5,000 max sales for profit. You can basically make your profit on these streaming websites for up to 5,000 sales before you and I have to have another conversation. Mixtapes and promo only is for my MP3 lease. So as you see, all of them come with their own basic benefits. Whether it's the quality of the file that you're getting, they all come with their basic benefits. But what you have to understand is that when you see that every single lease has its own set of terms, then you could determine, hey, okay, well, that's easy. I just offer more value for when you're paying for more within these leasing terms. So another thing that you can do that'll really be helpful for your leasing is within airbit.com, they have their own templates for leasing. You could Google it honestly, but I love using the templates on Airbit. They have these templates that basically break down what you're comfortable with. Maybe you're not comfortable with doing 5,000 untaxed sales. Fine, change it to 2,000. Change it to 500 if you want. This is your business. But just understand the elements, and that's what I hope to get across to you, is that once you understand the elements, then you can start maneuvering as the businessman or businesswoman that you are. Now, in terms of an exclusive contract, this one, it can get a little bit more sticky, and I'm not, let me just say it first, I'm not a legal advisor, I'm not an attorney. You probably knew that already by his face and his voice, but I'm not your attorney. But what I will say is that I have created a contract that is pretty self-explanatory. When you read it, you read through, it's easy to read through, and the agreement is very clear. What you got to do is figure out our font. What is what I did? I Googled a bunch of different exclusive beat contracts, and I started looking at it, and I said, okay, first of all, do I agree with these terms? What do these terms mean, first of all? Second of all, do I agree with them? And third of all, how can I change the wording to where it's something I'm comfortable with? Once I started doing that, then I realized, okay, cool. I can sort of customize these things until they make sense. So I'll actually give you a copy of my exclusive contract. If you don't have any exclusive contracts, that's fine. I don't make contracts for leased beats. I'll let them kind of see over the terms. I'm not really worried about that so much. I am worried about my exclusive rights because that's when I give my beat up. Once again, this is another Curtspiration. Hey, doodle. If you need some more of that juice, please subscribe to the channel below. Be a part of the notification gang. Hey, Lil Pump. For all my Patreon supporters, I want to say thank you for supporting your boy. Patreon.com/CurtisKing. Rappers, if you want one free beat a month. Producers, if you want a consultation, go to Patreon.com/CurtisKing. Go get their Roscoe the Taco campaign pledge. Doubling back on the subject at hand, let me just say to you, producers, if you want to learn how to create your own leasing terms, if you want to learn how to create your own exclusive contract, just research the terms, and once you break it down into smaller pieces, it won't be as overwhelming as you think it is. Just break it down and understand what it is that you're getting into. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. I'm Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.